Hey, welcome to this week's Midweek Tip, and today I want to take a few minutes and talk about report writing and the narrative that you write in your final report. I got 4 points that I want to bring up to help you write better reports. Number 1, structure. You need to know how to structure your reports. Are you going to structure it in paragraph form? Do you structure it in subtopics and headlines, or do you structure it in just one long narrative? How are you going to structure a report? What you got to think about is each department may have a certain way they want a report narrative written. So you're going to have to work within what they want. However, having a structure of some kind that is the same for you every time is imperative so that your reports become easier and easier to do. Secondly, chronological order. You want to write your reports in chronological order from the time you received the call, who gave you the call, who sent you to where, when did you arrive, what did you do, step by step by step by step by step. Chronological order. Trying to jump back and forth between things that you did or said or people you talked to makes the report narrative confusing. Number 3, write in active voice. Write as what you were doing. I spoke to John. John told me this. I then walked over to the car and saw a body in the back seat. I then did this. We did that. Talk in active voice. Tell the story from your perspective as you are doing it. And fourthly, timely. Your reports have to be timely. Here's what I mean by that. When you get a call today, you need to write that initial narrative as soon as possible. Now, I understand that there are follow-up investigations. There's other things that you need to do. And as those come in, as toxicology comes in, autopsy reports come in, interviews come in, interrogation with suspects get done, then you need to write a narrative supplement or an addendum, whatever you call it, to that report. But then they're in chronological order as you did them. So if you write your narrative today as to your case that you did today and you get everything done that you know so far, then tomorrow you talk to 2 witnesses, and the third day from now you get a preliminary autopsy report. You don't want to write your narrative, you don't want to put an addendum in about the autopsy report and then talking to the witnesses. You talk to the witnesses before you got your preliminary autopsy report. So your supplements should be in that order because the date of what you did on this day, I did such, needs to maintain chronological order. So you have to have a structure that you stick to all the time. You need to write in active voice. You need to be in chronological order, and it needs to be timely. Now, I'll give you a 5th bonus. Now, this should go without saying, but I promise you it needs said. Your report needs to make sense. You need to make sure you reread it. Take a couple of days, go back and reread it. You need to read it out loud sometimes to catch mistakes. I personally have a problem with spelling, and so I use tools to help me catch spelling errors, and sometimes even that is messed up. So do what you can to make your narrative the best you can with grammar and spelling, and if you have flaws in your ability to do that yourself, then find ways to get around that, because your report is going to withstand for many, many years, and lawyers, insurance companies, families are going to be reading these reports, and you're going to have to defend them when you get to court. And if it's written like a kindergartner, then you're going to be perceived as a kindergartner. Now, I am telling you, I have a problem with grammar and I have a problem with spelling. I have gotten much, much better over the years, but I have that problem. I know that. So because I know that, I use spell check, I use Grammarly, I use things to help me write better reports. Something still may slip through, but we are not all experts in everything, and I will admit my flaw is in spelling. So yours may very well be as well. So the tip this week is to understand that narratives are so very important. Have yourself a structure, chronological order, write in active voice, and get them in timely. Reports are the final chapter you're going to write about somebody's life, and they are ultra important.